Good morning, guys. Tyler with Front Range Overland, and today we're waking up just outside of Rock Springs, Wyoming. Got a pretty good little sunrise here. Found a pretty good little campsite last night to tuck into on our way to the Redwood National Park. We got about a 10-hour drive ahead of us, just packing up camp, about to hit the road, so stay tuned. If you're new to overlanding or car camping and are curious about how I found this spot to camp, it's fairly simple. I use 3 apps when I'm looking for a place to camp. First, I use the basic map app on my iPhone and I plot the route I plan to take. Then I determine where I plan to stop for the night. I then use Trails Off-Road to see if there are any trails in the area that have already been mapped, and if so, I'll check to see if those trails have campsites. If there aren't any mapped trails in the area, I'll use Gaia to check the motor vehicle use map and determine what roads or trails are in the area and who owns the land. Typically, if the land is BLM land or Bureau of Land Management land, you can disperse camp there. Obviously, there are stipulations to this, so be sure to check with the local BLM field office prior to ensure the area you are looking to camp is able to be camped on. A good rule of thumb is to find a spot that has already been established as a campsite. You can use satellite images from Google Maps or Apple Maps to see if a spot looks like it has been camped on before by checking for established fire rings. And remember, once you're at camp, to leave it better than you found it. We've been in the car for about 4 or 5 hours now. It's lunchtime, so we decided to pull off here and make some sandwiches, let the kids stretch their legs a little bit. We're about 3 miles from the Nevada border, just outside the Bonneville Salt Flats. It's a pretty impressive place to stop. All this used to be covered with water. I think it was like the Bonneville Lake. And thousands of years ago it evaporated and left behind all this salt, so you can hear the crunch under my feet. It's all the salt left behind. It's pretty wild. We'll spin you around and let you check it out. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. Good morning for morning number 2 on our 2-week adventure. We're waking up in southern Oregon. We got in here probably about 8 o'clock last night. It's a little chilly this morning. It's about 30, 31 degrees. Campsite isn't too horrible. I mean, if you follow us on Instagram, you've seen the campsites we traditionally stay at, and they're usually pretty impressive, but to be honest, this one's quite literally crappy. I'll spin you around real quick and you can see it is covered in cow patties. They are absolutely everywhere. But we were tired, so we just found the cleanest, flattest spot we could and pitched the tent and went to bed. So packing up this morning. Next stop is the Redwood National Park. We probably have about 6 hours. We're gonna skirt along the south side of Oregon and then come in from the north side of California. We're gonna get into camp, drop off the trailer, run into town and grab some food, we forgot our eggs at home. That's become a tradition. I think last October we went to Moab for a week and forgot the eggs. So grab some eggs, some beer, and I think some hamburgers and steak for dinner over the next couple of nights. So we got about 6 hours ahead of us. We're going to pack up camp, hit the road, find some breakfast here in a little bit because we are hungry. And like I said, we don't have any eggs. So we'll see you guys here in a little bit. We ended up stopping for breakfast at the Downtown Cafe and Bakery in Lakeview, Oregon. A few of the tables were already occupied and the people seemed to be enjoying their coffees and conversations. Harper and Kaden both ordered donuts and milk, and as you can see, they both enjoyed their breakfast. Kate and I shared a breakfast burrito, which was pretty good, but the tap water tasted like it came from a puddle. Once finished with breakfast, it was time to head back to the Bronco and hit the road. Good afternoon. A little update. We have stopped for lunch. We're in the Doe Point campground off on the banks of the Fish Lake out here in Oregon, and it is absolutely gorgeous. The trees are unbelievable. They already look big, and we're not even in the redwoods yet. So kids are grabbing some lunch, some sandwiches, and are currently running through the trees, stretching their legs, letting off some energy. And we have about 2.5 hours to go, so almost there. We've I think covered a little over 1,100 miles so far since we left 2 days ago, and definitely ready to get out of the car for a couple of days. So let's grab some lunch and finish this road trip. When we began planning this trip 6 months ago, I wanted to ensure that after a long day of travel, we knew we had a campsite waiting for us. So I decided to book a campsite at the Jedediah Smith Redwoods campground. It was better than I anticipated. The campsites were large and surrounded by towering redwoods, and the sound of the Smith River filled the air. After setting up camp, we went into the town of Crescent City to stock up on groceries, and then we took the kids down to the beach to introduce them to the Pacific Ocean. After exploring the beach for a little bit, we returned to camp and enjoyed dinner before winding down for the night, since tomorrow would be our first day exploring the Redwoods National Park. In next week's video, we'll explore the Stout Grove, the Grove of Titans, Fern Canyon, and the Gold Bluffs Beach, where we'll discover Roosevelt elk grazing along the beach. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, and if you want to follow along our journey, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.